Hey guys, this is Neo with huge news because you know that there is a PTR balance patch 1.32.9 and we talked about this, we analyzed it and we tested it with tournaments. Now there's an update to this PTR, so a lot of new stuff. What is this video and what is this video not? This video is a summary and my comments on the developers' comments. This video is not my analysis of the said comments because the news is 5 minutes old, it's a lot of changes, and I just simply didn't have the time to make up my mind about everything yet. I don't want to give you a premature opinion. Also, I want you to have a fresh mind and give me your input on the changes without me influencing you. So without further ado, let's go. They greet us. Thank for the feedback, and I think, before we go into this, I think the community did the very best feedback of pretty much all the feedbacks we've given so far. Great videos, tournament to patch it, good comments all around, and we talked with one voice. That was great, loved the feedback on the PTR. The Warcraft team knew some of the balance changes may have been too extreme. Yeah, you knew that, right? Alright. We wanted to test the impact of the changes. Alright, you got your feedback. This is the first or the next iteration of the PTR. They plan to do one more balance pass before this patch goes live. So there will be a release on October 19. Today is October 7, so probably another change next week. So they're scaling back on a couple of stuff that was introduced and they add some new stuff. Human. Arcane Tower. Summon damage back to 20 as it is in the live version right now. They just figured out with the help of the community that this doesn't work as intended and doesn't help human in the early stages. So they revert that. This is good for Farseer, for Keeper for example. Peasants get more HP instead and towers repair faster. So 1 nerf, 2 buffs for the human. Spellbreakers armor gets reduced to 2. The incentive here is to go away from mass spellbreaker mirror. Riflemen get their attack speed back. It was nerfed on 1.328. Now they get the 3% DPS back. Mountain King Clap has a target cap of 8. So the full damage will be done at 8. If there's a 9th target, then the damage will be reduced, just as it is for Carrion Swarm, for example. Will the slow still hit the full amount of units? That's an interesting question. They are aware that we wanted this for a long time, which is good that they know that. It's questionable why they didn't add that earlier. And they want our feedback as they don't seem to be sure on the exact number, on the exact nerf. So if you have your input, give it to me. Sorceresses. Slow nerf by 5%. Helps orcs and night elves a little. Tanks give more HP, 25 more XP if you kill them. Griffins are faster to build and cheaper. They want more heavy air. To the orcs. The Great Hall now gives 11 supply, which is an odd number. They want them to have an earlier option for scouting. This was something Remo wanted to implement. Torrent Chieftain War Stomp was previously nerfed from 234 hero stun seconds to 1.5 to 2.5. The community felt this is too much, so they found a middle ground in 2.5 and 3. Shockwave mana is cheaper from 100 to 90. Wyvern, cheaper. This goes for a lot of heavy air. Undead. Destroyer Dispel was buffed on the PTR from the delay of casting was 0.83. They put it at 0.5 and now they here again find a middle ground at 0.66. They don't want this to be instant. They want this to have a slight delay. So this is the middle ground. Beetles lost their burrow ability previously, so they get an HP buff to 330 and 490 and a small movement speed nerf. So this is what Happy said, for example. And a pretty big buff to the HP, actually. DK Aura, there was a weird change. They put it from 10-20-30 to 10-15-30. And now also here found a middle ground. This is also what a lot of people suggested. 10-17.5-25 with level 1 remaining untouched. Another big one here. Cannibalize, researched by default. This is going to be very interesting. You can eat corpses for HP now. Gargoyles, this is a feature that the community wanted for probably 15 years. You can toggle what they attack when you move them in with a click. So should they prioritize air? Should they prioritize ground? This can help against Night Elf, for example. Unholy Frenzy, if you cast it on a unit, it drains 3 HP per second. Now this is reduced to 2 HP per second, so your units are healthier if you cast Unholy Frenzy. Spirit Towers and Nerubian Towers, the repair rate was reduced drastically, or higher, from 35 to 60, almost doubled. And also here, they find a middle ground. So compared to now, towers will repair a little slower, but not as drastically as it was on the current PTR. The repair rate is how long it takes for a building to be repaired. So the higher the number, the longer it takes. Frostworm, also, same as Griffins. Faster to build, cheaper. They want to see more worms. Night Elf, the biggest change in the PTR. Detonates 50 in the live version. They halved it. And now, again here, find a middle ground at 35. Still big, but you know. We knew that reducing the mana drain on Wisp for 25 may have been too extreme, but we wanted to see how it would feel. Okay. And yeah, we saw it in the PTR matches. 25 basically did nothing, so okay. Archer get their HP reduced. We saw a lot of mass archers. This will hurt the mass tier 1. Really interesting. Chimera also faster to build, just like Griffins and Wyvern and Worms. Tome of Retraining costs now 200, a lot cheaper. Maybe giving more build variety. And you can change. For example, for Warden this would be good, for Mountain King this would be good, etc, etc. Wand of the Wind has a cooldown now, 5 seconds. So a weaker Wand of the Wind and a bug fix. Whew. First read impression. A lot of stuff is good. I will think about this, I will sleep about it, and tomorrow morning when I wake up, I want to read your feedback on the things. Put it everywhere. I think it is now very apparent that they listen and that they read and that they watch. This is a good direction, that they respond to things that we wanted, that the entire community wanted, not just me and Remo, but also a Grubby, a Todd, the Reddit threads, the forums, the Discords. This is a good sign to me. It might be a lot that they want to introduce here. But we have a voice again. Use the voice. Put it in the comments. Put it on the Reddits. Make your own videos. Spread the word. And then we might get great balance. So this is a team effort, guys. Put it in.